Hello and welcome to a new vlog and trip report, and today we are traveling with Enno in an Alstom Coradia Continental from Wolfsburg to Hanover, and here on the map you can see our route today. I arrived in Wolfsburg in the last video with a regional express of Abellio, which was delayed for about 2 or 3 minutes, and I only had a connection time of 6 minutes. That's why I was going rather quickly to my train, as there was also quite a bit of a walking distance in between those two trains, and Enno was not waiting, so it was a bit of a short connection, but I made it on time to the train. And now we can take a look at the interior, which is quite nice. We have two different colors used at the interior. Most seats are grey, but some of them are also in a violet color. Train was already a bit crowded, so I had to blur out a few faces here as I cannot show them, of course. I will show you the interior a bit better later on. Here we can take a short look in first class with this very nice roof with the stars. But I'm traveling in second class today, so now let's take a look at the interior in second class. Seat pitch is quite okay, seats are quite comfortable. I like this unusual style of seats, but there are no tables and no power sockets, at least not at all seats. Some seats do have power sockets. When we are speaking of Wolfsburg, of course, we are thinking about Volkswagen. VW or VW, of course, is from Wolfsburg, so here we can see the production site of Volkswagen in the background, and we can see the Mittelland Canal once again. If you don't know that, in Germany we call Volkswagen VW, which is VW. Of course, in German it's a bit easier to pronounce, so we use the shorter VW instead of the longer Volkswagen. In English, of course, you won't say VW because that takes much longer than Volkswagen. So VW and Volkswagen is the same. In Germany, you will probably hear everybody saying VW. The railway line is quite interesting. It is the railway line Berlin-Lehrte. I will tell you a bit more about this railway line in a few minutes. Here we are crossing the canal, the Mittelland Canal, once again. And now we can listen to the sound of the Alstom Coradia Continental of Enno. Enno belongs to Metronom, is 100% belonging to Metronom, but has its own name, and that name Enno stands for Elektronetz Niedersachsen Ost, and that means Electric Network Lower Saxony East. Here we can see the interior of the Coradia Continental once again, and we are currently in Gifhorn. Here we have the Mill Railway to Uelzen, which will also be topic of an upcoming video. But we are on the railway line Berlin-Lehrte, which is quite interesting, especially in the part from Rathenow to Wolfsburg, because we have the electrified high-speed line for the intercity and intercity express trains. And then parallel we have a non-electrified railway line, sometimes even with a single track for regional trains. But from Wolfsburg on, long-distance trains and regional trains are sharing the same electrified tracks, and that's why we can operate on that line. We've just seen a former bridge. That was a railway line between Braunschweig and Celle at a station of Plockhorst, which is not in use anymore, neither the station or the railway line. We are also crossing two rivers, River Oka and River Fuse, and meanwhile we are approaching the station of Lehrte. Here we have railway lines connecting on to Hildesheim and Braunschweig. And we are now also stopping in Lehrte. Between Wolfsburg and Lehrte we are stopping in all stations, even though we are a regional express, because there is no other regional train on that line. And from Lehrte to Hanover we are stopping at no more stations at all, because parallel there is the S-Bahn of Hanover on that line. So we don't have to stop at further stations. Here we can see a train of the S-Bahn. But we are stopping of course in Lehrte, because there you have a lot of connections on to Celle, Hildesheim and Braunschweig, and of course on to Hanover with the S-Bahn, with stops at the stations in between, as we are going non-stop now to Hanover. Enno is the company. Enno has two different lines, the RE30 that we are on from Wolfsburg to Hanover, and the RE50 from Wolfsburg to Braunschweig and Hildesheim. Both lines operated with the Alstom Coradia Continental. Currently they have 24 of those trains. End of last year they ordered 5 more trains that should be delivered in April 2026. My train today consists of 2 Alstom Coradia Continentals, each with 4 cars. They were coupled together, and now we can take a look at the exterior of this train. And the train will also leave Hanover, so we can take a look at the departure of the train in a few seconds. And in the next video I'm traveling with a Metronom, but we've already seen that, so next video will start somewhere else. And that's it for this video. As I said, in the next video I was traveling with the Metronom, but not with the newest train, so we've already seen a train and the railway line, so next video will start somewhere else. That's it for this video. I hope it was interesting for you. Here you can see when the next video will be uploaded and the name of the song as always. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to comment, like or share the video link. And if you want to see more videos like that, please subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video then.